Om J Sai Maa. I honor the divine within you and within me. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're together. It's 2021 as we bring in this brand new year together. I have the honor of welcoming you to this first 2021 global call with Her Holiness Sai Maa. My name is Lucinda Hanover, successor to Sai Maa. And what a perfect timing of this global call with Her Holiness Sai Maa. It's a real opportunity today to be uplifted, to be re-energized, to be aware, to raise our consciousness together. It is so beautiful seeing you from around the world. As I was sitting here watching you come on and recognizing you and seeing some people I don't know, welcome to those of you who are on a call with Her Holiness Sai Maa for the first time. You are in for a real treat. So Ma has been speaking about this time we're in right now for years. Matter of fact, since I met Ma about 15, 16 years ago. And I was thinking this morning, when Ma talked about times of inventing the new human, raising consciousness, I wasn't thinking global pandemic. I wasn't thinking that. I wasn't thinking about the call around the world to go inside, go within. Look at what's there. See, quiet yourself. Bring peace to life. I wasn't envisioning a global pandemic. Someone told me yesterday that the global pandemic this past year has been equivalent to 10 jumbo jets crashing at the same time every single day for 365 days out of the year. So whatever experience, this is affecting us all at an energetic level. And imagine what's the unrest in the United States, where all the global eyes are upon the United States right now this week. This is why it's such a perfect time. And Ma is, in my view, the guru for these times. And you are the light, your light in your life for these times. We have come together on this global call. That's why it's so perfect. So, for me, it's a challenge to keep myself aware, informed, global citizen, and at the very same time, continue to raise consciousness, to continue to make choices, continue to be discerning about my thoughts. So I invite you to use this call today to strengthen you, to spark that divinity in you, the light that you are, the new human that you are. And I am so glad that we are together. And I'm so glad that we form this amazing energetic grid around the world. And we're coming together today. I remember the very first time I met Ma was on a global call like this. And I joined the call out of interest because my girlfriend said you should listen to this woman. And I was in my kitchen. I'll never forget exactly where I was, finding it quite interesting. And she was talking about light in the brain, and which I found very fascinating because I just had a horse accident with a concussion. And then I felt this surge of energy come over me. I had to hold on to the sink and then sit down in the chair. And I'm like, what was that? I've never experienced anything like that. So today on this call, yes, Ma will have pearls of wisdom, I promise you. And at the same time, this is an energetic booster shot, if you will. This is a boost for all of us if we can be open and allow and feel what is happening. You know, there's so much I could say about Sai Maa. There's titles. Ma has a list of titles that goes on and on and on. One of the key titles is Maha Jagat Guru. And that's the top title that you can get in the Vishnu Swami lineage. And she is the first woman to receive this title. So Ma breaks concepts and breaks boundaries. That's one of the things that attracts me to Her Holiness Sai Maa, because not only does she do that for herself, but she calls that forth in each one of us. She guides, and then she sparks the guide in us, the intuitive guide in us. She has vast knowledge in many, many fields of interest too, that are from the esoteric knowledge to practical spirituality and everything in between, from health, abundance. You can see this on Ma's website. If you go to the website, you see the vast array of fields that Ma is in. And this is why I say Ma is the guru for these times. It's practical knowledge, things you can apply right away. And then knowledge that takes us into the esoteric, into raising our consciousness. So we have an incredible treat to be with Ma. And this is you. This is for you. This is your year. This is the year you've been waiting for. This is the year, as Mary Sai said on our Grand Design call, this is the year to level up. You know, as Ma goes into more intense work around the globe for all of humanity, it's our turn to level up this year. So it's January. We're still in the process of thinking about this year. What is it going to be about? So I invite you to open yourself up and say, maybe you'll hear something brand new. Or maybe you'll hear something you've heard a million times and it will be new for you. It has a new meaning for you. Take hold of that and put it into your life this year. And with that, I welcome Her Holiness Jagadguru Sai Maa. Om JJ Sai Maa.
Blessings, embodiments of love, embodiments of compassion, embodiments of light. You are so precious to my heart, so precious. I hear you in your joy. I hear you in your sadness. I hear you in your love. I hear you in your judgment. I hear you in your anger. I hear you, all the different facets of you. We start this year with some chaos around the world. And I would like to address particularly the chaos that happens in this country called USA recently. I invite you all to take a moment and go inside of you. Inside of you. May it be in your heart, in your mind, or in your guts, anywhere inside of you. You don't have to close your eyes, just be inside of you. In all the discourse I've been giving for years now, I say to you, the outer world is your reflection, is the reflection that is inside of you. We saw the violence. I come from a culture where we honor and respect the institution where our law is created. And I've been educated like that. Right now, we are in that phase where we are to shift consciously. In that shift, everything that is inside of us, which is not in alignment with our soul, our higher self, our godliness, our divinity, our Atma, our source, it's going to crash. The month of November, I recall sharing with you that the next 10 years and the next 20 years, it's not going to be easy. It's not easy for this body to go through all the kind of work that has to go through right now. I stay focused at the White House, at the Pentagon. That's my duty. I have to admit, I was very surprised to have all these ascended master working happen what happened at the Capitol. Unacceptable for me. At the same time, I am activating the energy of unstoppable for the whole world. Unstoppable at a global level, at a level of everything within you, which means that anger, violence, everything that goes with it is in the same category. Any one of you who works with me, you still have any violence inside of you. This is because you're holding on to it. You have been initiated, you've received mantras. If there is any violence, if there is any energy where you cannot forgive anything or anybody, that means you're holding on to a situation. And when you hold on, your energy will interact with all those who are in the same reality, same frequency all over the planet. Together with this, we are cleaning, washing, cleansing the akash of humanity, which is not a mere work to do. It's intense. So I ask you today to take a moment with yourself right now. How many of you still judge yourself? Go in there. Go ahead. Now ask yourself, what do I gain in that judging myself? How does that serve me? And I'm not going to do the work for you. I'm going to watch you this very moment. Take this judgment, put it or into your heart or into your guts and watch it dissolve if you're ready to dissolve any judgment that you create towards yourself, which is fueling the judgment of those humans who don't even go into the world of transformation. Is that clear for everybody? Give me a sign that it's clear. I'm ready to repeat. All right, thank you. Judging yourself. The moment you judge yourself, you are judging others. Goes together. One finger you point towards the other, three other fingers you're pointing towards yourself. How long do you intend to judge yourself? If you think you will be enlightened or awakened through judgment, you haven't understand my teaching yet. And there's plenty of teaching on the website. Just allow, so many. Why? Ask yourself the question. Don't answer me. Why are you judging yourself? I have given fantastic program on hypnosis. Fantastic. Listen to it, use it, and let it do its work. Stop this feeling I am not good enough. You are maintaining that by going there constantly. You're maintaining I'm not worthy enough. Why are you waiting again and again for your mother or your father to tell you you're worth it or you're good enough? When you were a child, that was fine. You're an adult today, or a young adult, or a teenager. Step up within yourself. Start this year differently within you, consciously. When you come for darshan, I welcome you. Doesn't matter how you feel. Taste that this right moment. Taste it, feel it, swallow it, drink it. This moment when I welcome you. Welcome yourself the same way. There is a power inside of you from your innate, from your soul, from your light, from your love for life, for yourself. You cannot even love me if you do not love you. And that's what happens at the capitals. These people, they can't love themselves. Or else they will not be so disrespectful. But what do we see? We see leadership. The lack of leadership in alignment with the grandeur of humanity. Today, I implore you to stay in your heart and from where you are, pour your love and light to all these people right now. Become the compassionate self that I know you are right this moment, without closing your eyes, please. Humanity is immature, so immature. And I'm asking you to evolve consciously and mature yourself. Come out of that immaturity of your emotions. Come out of it. consciously. Grow up. Do not leave this planet with immaturity in you. Wake up, stand up, and many of you are here for the first time. I say to you, are you aware that you've been repeating the same pattern over and over and over for centuries? That's why I gave these 40 days where I ask you the first question. What is the difference between you and an animal? So today I ask you, and I'm willing to gift you these 40 days to open your consciousness, to be inside of you. What are you? You cannot be your physical body. There's a piece in you which is eternal. When you came on this planet as an energy for conception, you went inside Gaia Mata, in the Akash, in the recording of that crystalline grid. Your signature is there. And right before leaving the planet, this is where you go. And in between, what do you do with your life experience? The human life is extremely precious. You wait thousands of years to get a physical body. Let's look at all these energies that you do not need anymore from my perspective. Let's look at them. And let's look at the one you wish to keep continuously. Excuse me. Is there any energy you wish to see transmuted right now? All right, let it come out. Remember not to become it. You can look at it, place it in your heart, give it to me. But the best is you take ownership of it. So you come out of denial. You take ownership of it. You place it in your heart or in these powerful energies in your guts or in your enlightened mind. Give it to your soul. Take ownership. I am not going to do all the work for you. I know what my work is with you, but I will not do the work that you are supposed to do. And be unstoppable. I've received several emails asking me the question. And what was amazing is that some of you has known people in Puttaparthi. How is it that those who are in Puttaparthi for 60 years hasn't changed as I have changed? I do not know the answer to this. What I can tell you is when I met Baba, at first I said to myself, what am I doing here? I love Krishna, I love Jesus, and here I am in India with a man with African hair. What am I doing here? And Baba showed me. He's Jesus, he's Krishna instantly. I put my head on the ground, and that was it. Never wavered, never since. And I decided on that day, whatever this man is, I want to be that. I had everything in my life. I want that. You know how when a child starts to walk, how many times these children fall constantly, they get up and continue. There's a faith inside. There's a confident self inside that makes these children step up and walk again. Look at the world, the whole world walks. Confidence is a must. Inside of you, you were born with a self, you have your innate, and you have many different selves. There's self which are outside of you, connected to you, and self which is part of your human self, which is also in your quantum DNA and a tiny piece of it in your chemistry DNA. Thus, from chemistry DNA goes into your cellular structure. So every day, you have the possibility, the power of transformation. Every day. Wake up. This is discipline. When you become aware, many of you remember when you will come to me the first time and ask for a mantra, I'll say no. The mantra is become aware. What's happening in your emotions? If you wish to be mature, what's happening in your thoughts? If you wish to transform yourself to a different mindset, for that you have to come out of denial or surface you. Discipline. So this year, I am here not only for you, for the whole planet, to create this new mindset. When the new mindset is coming, what happens is everything that is not in alignment will move into a chaos. So the best for you is to open yourself to you, to the grander you, to the embodiment of all that is that you are. And this is where it's easy to rewire your system, reset you, just like you were at this young age. When you were 3, 4 years old, you were committed to get up and walk and be proud of you. You didn't doubt yourself. None of you here doubted oneself to say, no, I can't walk. I stop right there. No, your commitment. Today I ask you to be in connection with all that you are, the multitude of you, the universe you, the multiverse you, in total faith. Commit to become the embodiment of light that I know you are. Commit to become that expanded you from fear base to expansion of consciousness. There's no choice anymore. The new paradigm has started. There is no more choices. It's a choiceless choice right now. Choiceless choice. Open yourself as such, please. I'm going to come into your arms right here. If you're willing to welcome this aspect of you, who you see in me, and welcome, welcome you. We are all the reflection of each other. If you see anything in me that you admire, that you appreciate, that you are grateful for. It's also in you. Welcome this aspect of you as me. Welcome. Fully, 100%. Let these waves enter you. Close your eyes and go inside of you. And allow your mind and your heart to merge. So you don't have to have these limited thinking where doubts come in, judgment come in. Welcome, welcome you. The embodiment of you. The delightful you. Close your eyes, Sue, and feel, stay in your heart. Allow yourself to be tender, Sue. Allow yourself to be tender. The heart is the heart. There's nothing bigger and greater than that heart. And that's what I'm here for. If on the 6th of January, all these people who were at the Capitol would have had a heart and feel loved and love, this would have never happened in their country, like the USA, ultimate self-awareness. This is the newest country on this planet. And it has heavy karma. Bloodshed with Native American. It started. It's not good karma. Wars that was not needed. That's not good karma. So with our love, we all can change this karma. This is the country where any one of you can become somebody because it's so new. There's no tradition like in Asia, like in Europe, like in South America. North America is very different. Pour your love, pour your light, become an embodiment of compassion. Praise that personality to its core. You have neglected enough. Honor what you are. Honor who you are. Nobody will do it for you. Nobody. Motivate yourself. This motivation, massive action is to be taken to motivate yourself. Do not allow depression to take over. It's easy to be depressed right now, easy. Because we are into a transition time. Do not allow. Commit yourself to the highest of you. Motivate yourself with massive action towards motivation. Wake up and ask yourself, what's my life is about? What's my life is about? What's my purpose right here? I may be 20, I may be 17, I may be 70, I may be 50. What's my purpose right now? Do I have a goal? Am I focused? What drives me? What thrives me? Am I ready to take the step for me to be unstoppable? Unstoppable, but not in the lower frequencies. No. In the greatness of you. Take action with your highest self. Take action with your innate. The ascended masters need you. We need you. We need you to be that pillar. Without you, the work cannot happen on this planet. Remember, you are also from the Pleiadians. Gorgeous being of love, gorgeous being of light. You have the DNA of the Pleiadians in you. Do not waste this incarnation. Do not waste it. It's so magnificent. It's so precious. Take action. Take action. Take action. Action, action, action. Now I come back to the questions. Some was, how did I practice my sadhana to be unstoppable? That's a phenomenal question for me. That was my piece of unstoppable in life. Yes, I did psychotherapy. I did all kind of training, understand how the human system functions. Yes. Something was missing in my life. That was a higher level of knowledge for humanity to shift. And that's what my Baba gave me. For that, I needed to discipline myself, commit myself to my sadhana. This is so real for me. This is where I could measure my progress in between the time I will see Baba, when I will hear Baba. I will accumulate the knowledge Baba will be given. I will use words, important words, and I'll write this down in different color pen so I can absorb them. I will read loud voice. I will read his speeches. At a point, some of you has come to Puttaparthi with me. At a point, I was so committed that it's like I know what Baba is going to say. And it feels so fantastic inside because then I say, oh, I'm progressing. I'm progressing. So then I use my confident self inside of me. And then I will look back. I say, wow, last year at the same time, I did not know that. And I will be so pleased inside of me. And then when Baba will see me like this, he will stop by me. One day, Catherine has to tell you how long Baba stand in front of me. She was sitting just by me there. I didn't want anything from him. I didn't want any vibhuti, anything he materialized. Baba, just to be like you. Just to love with the power that you love. Just to love every single one and transform their life. That's the only thing I wanted. Just be like Baba. Just be like my guru. For this, what's needed is commitment. Unstoppable action. Accumulate the knowledge. Go in there. And you know, what was good at that time for me in Puttaparthi, there was a group of us. And just imagine me having my practice, children, partner, everything. And then go to Puttaparthi constantly. Be there. Find ways to be there, even for 5 minutes. It has happened to me that I saw Baba's robe, this tiny little piece of orange robe at a distance, and then take the cab, go back to airport. That's how dedicated I am to the work. When you live like this, there's no room for doubt. There's no room for anything. So my group of friends that I had at the ashram, we connect. We connect. And at that time, there was no phone like today. So I invite you to connect among each other. When there's a moment where you feel you're going a little down or a little doubt or a little something, call somebody else. Would you mind, Lily, wait to eat later? I will appreciate that you respect and you focus on what I'm saying. That is what is missing in your life, all of you. Focus. Do you think I'll be eating when Baba is speaking to me? Thank you. Wake up. You cannot continue to function with the mind of a child anymore. Wake up. Graduate. Rewire yourself differently. And the more you will move into that place, the easier it is, and you will feel fantastic. You will really become this empowerment of love, this empowerment of light. And why you don't go there, why emotionally you have to eat, it's because you are in an old belief. You are in an old paradigm. You live on the beliefs that you can't do it, you will never make it. Your beliefs. Is that what you wish in life? Take risk in your life. Maybe your family doesn't agree that you have a master in your life, but observe who lives in more bliss in the family. Who has a heart who can love everybody. I know it's scary to change. I have gone through this myself years ago. I did everything not to allow the fear to take over. I commit myself. I discipline myself with everything that was happening in my life. Timing. And I remember my parents used to say, do not waste your life. Do not waste time. Do not waste time. When time is gone, it's like when water is gone. You can't put it back in the tap. So change your beliefs. Listen to your hypnosis program. Keep going. Take risk to mature yourself, to exist at another level. Come out of this comfort zone. It's not serving you. It's not serving you. People, mostly when they have so much comfort around, they indulge in that comfort, in this familiarity. Yes, the mind likes familiar. Have you noticed when those who have kids, you may have read stories to children when they were small, and they want the same story all the time. Have you noticed that? The same thing. You see them after 6 months, for those who are grandparents, probably. I've seen my niece, my nephew, after 3 months, 2 months. Oh, can you read a story for me? Okay, I will. Which one? This one. But I read this 10 times already. That's the mind. The mind needs familiarity, because everything else is scary. So I'm asking you to come out of everything that's familiar and step into unfamiliar. You're going to know yourself, a facet of you that you have not looked at. You're going to experience yourself in a new way. How many of you have watched Aladdin? You know, I've watched all the version of Aladdin for years. This is a movie that always pushed me further to, this is when you become unstoppable. When you create in you this blueprint of confidence, of capabilities, with this unstoppable will to manifest your thoughts, your goals. It's amazing what happens. It's amazing. Now, when you watch the movie of Aladdin, they are not all good actors or etc. But what is the message in it? I remember it did this to me. Since young, you know that you have the power to do something greater. You knew it. Many of you that I know, you've seen the light at a young age. You know you were bigger than your little body at that time, maybe 5 years old, 7 years old. Those who are grandparents, you know your children has a wisdom. You are the same. You have the same wisdom. Journey Profound Healing. How much wisdom is in that course? Your higher faculties. How many times? This is not, I still use the power in your minds today. Myself. The foundation of Napoleon Hill's work never ends. Never. Journey Profound Healing. So much has been unrooted. You hold on to a branch. There's no root anymore. I will repeat this. You hold on to a branch. You hold on to a leaf which has no root, and you give it power. It may be called doubt. It may be called judgment. What else it may be called? You tell me. Chat with me. Send me a note. A word, not a note, a word. Not enough? Unworthy? Resentment? Abandonment? Jealousy? Regrets? Guilt? Shame? Yes. Betrayal? This is because you are feeding those. You're feeding these leaves. There's no root to them anymore. Yes, Annie, you can kiss me. It's good. Yes. I've done this work for you. You've seen me go into this work for you. Can you have some compassion? Is it possible for you to have some compassion? Jesus came on this planet. How many of you had compassion? You didn't even know what that was. Because if you would have had compassion at that time, you would be so compassionate today towards yourself and towards everybody else. You are an embodiment of love. You are not an embodiment of doubt. You are not an embodiment of envy. Because if somebody says something wrong about you, you get mad at them. You cry. You get sad. Nobody can stop change. It's constant. Move into it, just like as in a river. Move with it. Many more years are coming. Won't be easy. I repeat, it will not be easy. If you do not change now, I will not be able to do anything for you. Nothing. Longevity is your next step. How can you move into longevity if you doubt, you resent, what else? You have guilt, shame? There'll be no room for longevity. And I've been clear with Saint Germain. I will do it only with the group doesn't have doubt anymore, doesn't resent, doesn't have judgment within them. Because I'm not going to clean everybody. No, I've made that clear. I have a whole year before I say yes, you know? This is it. Transform your thoughts. You are the one who empower your mind. Your mind lives in this huge thing. Whatever you give to it, it will serve you with. Am I clear here? If you say, mind, I'm doubting me, guess what? Mind come million times more and pour it into you. Whatever you say to the mind, that's what it will give to you. Now, I'm somebody who doesn't function with positive thinking, you know. It was trend maybe, 40 years ago? I could never adhere to positive thinking because what I saw of the people who taught that at that time, when an issue would be in their life, they couldn't be positive. So it's conscious evolution, conscious change. Quand en français, on dit prendre les taureaux par les cornes. Voilà ce que je vous dis aujourd'hui. Prenez les taureaux par les cornes et transformez-vous. Vous êtes capable, vous avez cette possibilité. Vous avez une puissance en vous, une énorme puissance en vous, aucune créature sur la planète a. Il n'y a que vous qui l'avez. Ne soyez pas déçus de vous à votre dernier souffle. Non. Au contraire, soyez fiers de vous, comment vous êtes né et comment vous quittez ce plan, cette dimension. Et je suis là pour vous. Mais je ne suis plus là pour vos doutes, pour vos petites affaires. Là, je ne suis plus là pour vous. I'm here for you. I am not here for all your little things. I've given million courses. Grab them, take them, reread them, re-listen to them, re-practice them. Commit yourself for your own change. When the energy or the feelings or whatever you wish to call it of doubts or whatever comes by, let them come by. They're clouds. Be the blue sky. Don't merge with the cloud or don't become the clouds. Why? Because the cloud never lasts. The cloud is not permanent. Nothing is permanent on this planet. So don't allow yourself to be ruled by everything we saw at the Capitol. And if this is happening, it's because it's in the human system. So have I been too harsh with you? No? All right. Let me see other faces. Who says yes? I'm looking everywhere. All right. Sometimes it's good to be shaken a little bit. Yes, Emily? Emily, sometimes I feel you take me for granted. So change that. Okay? Yes, you, Emily. I'm speaking to you. Thank you. Because if you take me for granted, I'm not interested to be in your life. Where you are at, there is more to go. Do not leave this planet in that state where you are. It's not good enough right now. We need you. We all need you. Be that pillar. And don't forget that a lot of, negative energies coming from the planet itself, from different civilizations, from wars. So when you move into all these energies, you grab the energy of others, which is not yours. So please don't go there. You are so so bright. You are so lovable. You're full of tenderness. You don't have to struggle to be like what? Strong maybe? The more gentle you are, the softer you are, the more powerful you are. Because the more you are in your heart, the more your business grows, your family grows, everything around you. Discipline, take risk, dare to allow change to happen. Don't die ignorant. Don't. You are a bud. Allow the bud to open. Allow your mind to merge with your heart. So there can be this flow of energy between your heart and your mind. So you can love with your mind. You can think with your heart. And please do not send email about your experience in your hypnosis session. I know the result, please. Thank you. I know it's fantastic. And one of you said to me, "Oh, but when I go into that program, I'm so scared." Really, you're scared? What did I say in the program? You can review, but do not live it. I was very clear. You can relive anything you want anytime, but do you want this? Do you want to die by reliving a pain or suffering? No. You are such a delight for me. You're the delight of my heart. The delight of my heart. You are my family. When you say to me, "Oh, Ma, my mother died 3 years ago and I still grieve and I still," that's your choice. Your mother's in a different place. She's not even your mother from her side. She's an energy. She's not your mother anymore. When my mother died, did I stop the workshop in Creston? No. So get some knowledge, come out of ignorance. You behave like this because you hold on to ignorance. Come out. You cannot change ignorance. You cannot heal Maya. You cannot heal illusion. Step out of it and enter the immense knowledge that I see in you. You have come on this planet so many times. You have accumulated so much knowledge from one experience of life to another. Use it. Don't let it be in a cabinet inside of you, in a storage room. No, use it. Bring it to surface. Do you know what I did? You want to know how I succeeded with my guru? I'm telling you everything. I have nothing to hold, to hide, or not to say to you. There's no secret. The whole thing about secret for this and that, it doesn't exist in my world. Any knowledge I have, I'm giving to you. Because the more you evolve, the more the planet evolves, the more the work is easier for the next era, for the next paradigm. You're so beautiful. You're so precious. I think you do not even realize how precious you are. You always wait for somebody else to show you something. Like when you see your grandchildren, you become so loving. Be loving with yourself without seeing your grandchildren. Please. This is a dependency. Come out of it. This is emotional again. This is then you go down. We're in a different time frequency. A phase where you uplift yourself. A phase where you're realizing you're an empowered being. And you can create a lower you or a higher you. Realize that. You are the magic of life itself, the grandeur of life itself. And we're here for you, available for you. Don't drag us in your caca. Come out of it and start to call on us for your light, for your longevity, for the transmutation of the humanness in its limitation to step into the human who is a beautiful being of light. Play, create groups among you, enjoy each other, share satsang among you. This is extremely important. So when you feel down, you have a group to call. Have somebody to call. And always love, no matter in what state you are, love somebody. I repeat this, no matter in what state you are, love somebody, call somebody, and just say, I'm calling just to tell you how much I love you, how much I appreciate you. And praise yourself in it. Wow, look what I did this week. Wow, this week I didn't have a single moment of doubting myself. Because I have to tell you, there was a time 30 years ago where I thought I'll never make it. It seems so difficult. And then I went through all that commitment of the words of Baba, of listening to his discourse, constantly become like him. And then I didn't know what happens with the doubt. It dissolved by itself. Because the love of a master, the knowledge of a master is high frequency of here. The doubt is low here. So naturally it superimposed itself on it. And I succeeded. And you can do exactly the same thing. I was just like you. Maybe different karma. Okay, let's buy that. Can I hear their laughter? Yes.
Sai Maa.
No, no, no.
JJ Sai Maa.
Different karma.
Hey.
Merci po.
Hello,
Sweet, so sweet, so sweet to hear your voice. It's going to be a festival of love when we'll be together physically, yes? We'll see, maybe we can make it in July. And if it's limited to only 200 or 300 people, I'm not going to do this. It'll be too hard for me to say who's coming, who's not coming. Then we'll be together in Florida. Oh, I love you so. Oh, I love you so. Great love. So precious. I like to hire you like my little angels for the work. That I know there's a group of angels with me for this intense work. I mean intense, where it's like the bones become flat in the physical body. You know, that intense. I really would like to have a group of you with me, meaning that a group who always know who they are, no matter what. No doubt, no resentment, no anger, no judgment, none towards themselves. This kind of group. And ready to go. What do you think of this, Thomas? Yes? All right, me too. Om Jiti Sai Maa. Blessings. Embodiment of compassion. Be a manifestation of that embodiment of compassion this month, for a whole month. No matter what happens, for the whole month, be the embodiment of compassion. Embodiment of compassion. Start with yourself, those around you, and then spread it to the whole world, starting with your city, your state, your district, your country, the whole world. Embodiment of compassion. You may cry sometime when you will feel that compassion because your heart will be like swollen. Keep being compassionate, compassionate. Welcome no matter what. Welcome in your heart, your own demons. Welcome in your heart, the good, the bad, the shadow, the non-shadow. Welcome all compassionately. Compassionately. And I will feel your compassion. From today to next month, the same time, I'll feel your compassion. And we'll speak again. Enjoy. Chichi Sai Maa.